In the heart of San Antonio, Texas, where the sun-drenched streets echo with the rhythm of life, there exists a place that draws young souls seeking adventure and connection. It's a city where history and modernity collide, where the vibrant colors of murals blend seamlessly with the gray concrete of skyscrapers. Amidst this urban tapestry, a tragedy unfolded, one that would forever haunt the memories of those who crossed its path. The year was 2017, and the air held a hint of autumn as the city prepared for the annual Mala Luna Festival. The festival grounds sprawled across a vast expanse, a pulsating hub of music, lights, and youthful exuberance. Crowds gathered, their laughter and anticipation filling the night. Neon signs flickered, casting kaleidoscopic shadows on the pavement, and the scent of street food hung in the air. Cayley Mandadi, a 19-year-old sophomore, was among the festival goers. Cayley was a bright soul, a communications student at Trinity University, and her friends described her as someone full of love. She had an infectious smile, the kind that could light up even the darkest corners of a room. The Mala Luna Festival continued, its neon lights dancing on the same streets, where a tragedy begins to unfold. Cayley Mandadi, at the age of 19, was a young woman from Texas who was finding her way in life through academics, athletics, and friendships. Those who knew her well often spoke of her generous spirit and her capacity for love. Her mother fondly remembers Cayley as a beacon of happiness, someone who was always ready to trust, exuding warmth, and never without a smile on her face. In her second year at Trinity University, a quaint liberal arts institution nestled in the heart of San Antonio, Texas, Cayley chose to major in communications. As the leaves began to change color in the fall of 2017, Cayley started to feel a sense of belonging at her school. She found a sisterhood in her sorority and showcased her spirit as a member of the Trinity cheerleading team. This was a time of growth and discovery for Cayley, a chapter in her life where she was not just fitting in, but flourishing. Her journey was just beginning, and she was enthusiastically embracing every new experience that came her way. Mandadi dated Trinity student and football player Jet Burcham her freshman year, but the relationship didn't went too well. In Mandadi's life, there was another significant figure, a young man named Mark Howerton, who was 22 years old. In his earlier years, Howerton had made a name for himself as a standout baseball player in high school. Although he was not enrolled at Trinity University, he was a frequent visitor to the campus, where he had a circle of friends. It was during one of these visits that he crossed paths with Cayley. As the autumn leaves of 2017 began to fall, their friendship blossomed into a romantic relationship. Their bond was a testament to the unexpected connections that can form in the vibrant, ever-changing landscape of a college campus. The relationship between Howerton and Mandadi, once filled with the promise of young love, soon began to show signs of strain. As per the reports from the campus police, a few weeks prior to a tragic event in Mandadi's life, Howerton was said to have caused considerable damage to her dorm room. Following a heated disagreement, it was reported that Howerton had scattered her clothes among the trees, caused a crack in a sliding glass door, and even went as far as to destroy her laptop. The incident escalated to such an extent that the Trinity University Police Department was summoned to the scene. In the aftermath of these events, Howerton was prohibited from setting foot on the campus. This marked a tumultuous chapter in their relationship, a stark contrast to the hopeful beginnings they once shared. On the final weekend of October 2017, Mandadi and Howerton decided to immerse themselves in the vibrant atmosphere of the Mala Luna Music Festival held in San Antonio. This festival, known for its eclectic mix of music and culture, was their chosen backdrop for the weekend. Amidst the pulsating rhythms and the energetic crowd, the couple made the decision to consume MDMA, a psychoactive drug more commonly referred to as Molly or ecstasy. This marked a significant and potentially risky turn in their shared experiences. As per Howerton's account, on the afternoon of Sunday, October 29, 2017, he and Mandadi decided to leave the Mala Luna Music Festival a little after 4 p.m. The presence of Mandadi's ex-boyfriend, Jet Burcham, at the festival had sparked a disagreement between them. The argument, which had started at the festival, continued as they got into their car. However, they eventually pulled over in a parking lot where they decided to reconcile their differences. According to Howerton, their reconciliation took the form of a physical encounter, which he described as rough, make-up intimacy. In a turn of events that would later be recounted to the police, Howerton stated that Mandadi ceased to breathe at some point after their intimate encounter. Realizing the gravity of the situation, he rushed her to the emergency room. This marked a distressing and critical juncture in their shared narrative. Upon Howerton's arrival at the emergency room, the situation was dire. Mandadi was found in the passenger seat of his car, barely clothed and unresponsive. A paramedic on duty noticed multiple bruises marking Mandadi's legs. Recognizing the severity of the situation, the paramedic immediately initiated cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or commonly known as CPR. But despite all their efforts, they were unable to save Mandadi's life. This moment marked a critical point in their story, a stark contrast to the vibrant young woman Mandadi was known to be. 3 months after Mandadi's death, her autopsy report was released. It showed that she died from blunt force trauma to the face and head, and labeled her death a homicide. Several weeks later, Howerton was arrested and charged with murder and sexual assault. He pleaded not guilty and was released on bail. In the closing month of 2019, Mark Howerton found himself standing trial in San Antonio, facing serious charges related to the demise of Cayley Mandadi. This marked a significant shift in their narrative, from a tale of young love to a courtroom drama. John Hunter, the defense attorney representing Howerton, offered a cryptic perspective on the case. He suggested that the situation was more complex than it initially appeared, hinting at hidden layers and unseen aspects. In his words, "This is a case where there's more than meets the eye and things aren't what they seem." This statement served as a reminder that the truth can often be elusive and that appearances can sometimes be deceiving. During the course of the trial, Jet Burcham, Mandadi's ex-boyfriend, was called to the stand to share his observations from the Mala Luna Music Festival. He recounted witnessing an intense exchange between Howerton and Mandadi. According to Burcham, Mandadi appeared to be trying to create space and seemed to be attempting to get away. He further testified that he saw Howerton reach out his right arm and hook it around her shoulder and pull her in closer, before they both disappeared from his sight. However, the cross-examination brought forth some inconsistencies in Burcham's account. John Hunter, Howerton's defense attorney, rigorously questioned Burcham about his statements. Burcham had initially informed the police that he saw Howerton lift Mandadi and place her in his car as they were leaving the festival. Yet, under the scrutiny of the courtroom, Burcham conceded that he had misled the police. He admitted on the stand that he did not, in fact, witness Howerton placing Mandadi in his car. This revelation added another layer of complexity to the unfolding narrative of the case. The defense team presented an alternative explanation for the injuries that Mandadi had sustained. They contested that the bruises found on Mandadi were not inflicted by Howerton, but were instead the result of actions taken by the medical staff. They argued that the organ donation process, coupled with the desperate attempts by medical professionals to revive Mandadi on 7 separate occasions, had led to her sustaining these injuries. This included a broken rib and numerous bruises on her body. This theory painted a different picture, suggesting that the physical evidence could be attributed to the life-saving efforts of the medical team rather than any alleged actions by Howerton. This perspective added another dimension to the case, challenging the narrative that had been previously established. After 2 days of intense deliberations, spanning a total of 10 hours, the jury reached an impasse. They informed the judge that they were unable to arrive at a unanimous decision. Consequently, a mistrial was declared, marking an unexpected twist in the proceedings. In the aftermath of the mistrial, the prosecutors were gearing up to retry Howerton. However, Cayley's mother, Allison Steele, and her stepfather, Lawrence Bateland, felt that the jury was lacking crucial information. They believed that a clearer understanding of the events that transpired inside Howerton's car was necessary for a fair and just trial. This decision underscored their determination to seek justice for Cayley, highlighting their belief in the importance of presenting a complete picture of the circumstances surrounding her tragic end. Their resolve added a new layer of complexity to the case, setting the stage for the forthcoming retrial. In their quest for answers, Allison Steele and Lawrence Bateland turned their attention to an autopsy photograph. This image revealed a small dot-like bruise above Cayley's right ear and a larger bruise above her left ear. Steele expressed their belief that the fatal injury occurred when Howerton, from his position in the driver's seat, struck Cayley on her left ear, causing her head to collide with the window and the lock button of the car. This theory suggested a violent encounter within the confines of the vehicle. In an effort to validate this theory, Steele and Bateland visited a used car lot. Here, Steele posed inside a car similar to the Mercedes that Howerton had been driving on the fateful night of Cayley's demise. Bateland captured numerous photographs of Steele in various positions within the car. He shared that he had compared these images with the autopsy photos, trying to see if the injuries lined up with the car's interior. According to Bateland, the comparison revealed a near-perfect match, lending credence to their theory about the circumstances surrounding Cayley's tragic end. Inspired by the photographs he had taken, Lawrence Bateland, who was an engineer at NASA, took his investigation a step further. He created a 3D model of Mandadi's head, incorporating into this model the images of Cayley and the autopsy photo that showed the distinctive dot above her right ear. Bateland expressed that this process bolstered his confidence and led him to the next phase of his investigation. He stated, "So this gave me the confidence to go to the next step, which was to seek out the killer's car." This statement underscored his determination to uncover the truth and his readiness to delve deeper into the circumstances surrounding Cayley's tragic end. In a remarkable turn of events, Bateland managed to locate Howerton's Mercedes. With a combination of persuasion and determination, he convinced the current owner to sell him the car. This was a significant step in their quest for truth, as it provided them with a tangible piece of evidence from the past. With the car now in their possession, Bateland and Steele decided to hire a private investigator. Their goal was to create a reenactment video that would depict their version of the events that transpired inside the car. They employed actors who closely matched the physical stature of Mandadi and Howerton to lend authenticity to the reenactment. The resulting video served as a visual representation of their theory, providing a glimpse into the tragic events that they believe unfolded within the confines of the Mercedes. The still frame from this video stands as a silent testament to their relentless pursuit of justice for Cayley. Their efforts highlight the lengths they are willing to go to uncover the truth, adding a new dimension to this complex and heartbreaking narrative. Allison Steele, in the face of her profound grief, chose to channel her sorrow into meaningful action. In September 2019, she successfully advocated for the passage of the Clear Alert Bill. This legislation has had a significant impact in the state of Texas. Now, when an individual between the ages of 18 and 64 is reported missing, an emergency text alert is immediately sent out to the community. This system serves as a crucial tool in mobilizing immediate action and assistance in locating the missing person. Steele's motivation behind this initiative is deeply personal. She wants Cayley's story to serve a greater purpose, to be a catalyst for change and a source of help for others. In her words, she wants Cayley's story to be used to help other people. This sentiment underscores her resilience and her determination to transform a personal tragedy into a beacon of hope for others. It is a testament to her strength and her unwavering commitment to making a difference in the lives of others. Through her actions, Cayley's legacy continues to live on, touching the lives of others in meaningful ways.